Alright, welcome to DFMMC 2014 David Finch Multimedia Creations. In this video I'm going to be showing you the building project I did for making a filler material storage rack, and here we go. Alright, this fabrication project, or build if you will, is going to be a little organization project for me to do something with some consumable storage, filler rod. These brackets here for TIG rod, and this is how I started. Just kind of sketched it out, a rough idea in my head of what I want on the whiteboard here. Everybody should have a whiteboard. They're great tools, or you can just use soapstone on some steel. It's, you know, if you want to be like that. When I come on over here, that little sketch transferred into this, and this is just something I drew up in the Design Edge software and PlasmaCam, and then I went ahead and copied and made a bunch of them. And the idea is that I'll have the three different, I can do like 1/8 inch, 3/32, and then 1/16 inch, and this is going to take 2 per side, so we'll show you a little bit of the cutting, and then we'll also show you the actual putting it together and hopefully it working. Alright, so what I got here is this framework. I'm just going to weld it on AC with some 6011, mainly because it's got a coating on it. I don't feel like taking the coating off. My work lead is actually coiled, so that's why I'm on AC instead of DC. That way I'm not getting any problems with the current, really. And so I'm going to try and square it up from these corners, corner to corner. So 68. Yeah, see, it's only 67 1/8, so gotta do some adjustments.
7.5. Maybe a little bigger than that. That'll do. That'll do all right. Alright, so what I've got going here is got this piece cut out, and it's just I bent some flaps up on it to put bolts in the sides here, and I need to put some holes in this bottom plate and bolt that on. And the idea is that it'll just be storage for my rod containers. I'm using bolts simply for the reason of if I ever want to change the orientation or this or that or anything like that. So that's why I got the whole bolt thing going.
Alright, now would be about the right time to talk about some of the screw-ups on this project. Drilling these holes, that was no problem whatsoever there. I mean, the top and the bottom here was pretty straightforward. But what you may have noticed in the other brackets that I cut out on the plasma table, I had pierced a couple of holes mainly to use for pilots. And you'll see right here I'm just doing the top hole only, and that's because the spacing between the two holes doesn't quite mesh up with the spacing that you find on the angle brackets that I got. And so my first thought was, okay, I can just bolt it on the top and then gravity will hold it down to the channel and that'll work fine. And then, like, if I wanted to, I could lift them out of the way if I needed to. But later on, off camera, I decided, nope, I'm gonna just measure a couple inches away and bolt those anyways. So that's what I ended up doing there. Now, right now, this being able to speed it up this fast that's my the only version I guess that I have of a air ratchet. It'd be a nice tool in this case, but didn't have one, so I guess I could just speed up the footage for you guys. And this is pretty much the build. This is one of the builds that I just decided to do to help try and organize and clean up the shop, really. Kind of coincides with why I made my bench grinder in one of the previous videos. But I'll try and make sure and put a link up in this one so that you guys can see also, just to link it back to the rod containers that I make for all my TIG filler rod that are going to go in these shelves. And right up here, this is just a preview. Here's your finished product. It's a lag screwed into two studs on the wall. Well, top and bottom, I got a lag in the middle stud as well. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe and leave comments.